Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're doing well. So today is Monday, yes, sorry, too early for me, and I'm going to be vlogging this whole week because I thought I would do like a week in the life of like a sixth form student, especially because this week is going to be so hectic with my EPQ presentation, handing my essay, I've got a test, so there's going to be so many different things going on. So I thought I'd just vlog that and then try and upload that Saturday, Sunday, so everyone can see like how busy year 13s are literally within like 3-4 weeks already. But yeah, today I have biology and economics. So yeah, and that's literally my EPQ board over there. I was literally doing that with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Radhika who came down yesterday to my house to help me because I definitely needed that. And yeah, I hope you have a good day and I shall see you probably at lunchtime. I just thought, you know what, I'll show you my outfit because I might as well do an OOTD if I can use it. I don't want to break this, but I just want to fit here. So I've got this like polo neck jumper from Hollister, leggings from Forever 21 Much Love Test, I don't know where my socks are from, and this really cute necklace that my neighbour got me for my birthday. I literally done my hair like in a hot pot half down. This is literally, I washed it yesterday and I can't even see my natural hair. Matching jacket. Oh yeah. Hey, hi. So we are in school, but I don't think they'll be able to hear us. Oh, it's really loud. We have coffee. Yeah, I got mine in here, but it was a bit long to get because she didn't understand why I wanted it in here. Because you don't save the environment. That's exactly. Why. I wanted to save plastic. I like shit so much. I'm sure. What lesson have you got? Wait. Okay, I've got chemistry, so you have... But it changed, remember? The block. You know this? Economics, because you don't have your homework. Yes, you know. Okay, but I have a good excuse for why I don't have my homework. So, like, you know. We have EPQ deadline. Yeah. Oh, God, that's so long. And you had in the morning... My EPQ... Wait, can I guess what you had in the morning? Yeah. Content. Okay, wait, you had... oh, wait, because now I get confused because you used to have physics on a Friday morning, but now you don't. You have physics on a Friday, 5 and 6, so that's Wednesday. So you must have had maths. I did. Oh, took a long way together, but I did. On the Bell's form, but you know what? When... It's not bad. Are you doing a week? Huh? You're doing a week in your life? Yeah, it's a week. So I vlogged this morning, I did an OOTD. Love that for you. And then when I go home, I'm going to do a time lapse of me working. On Friday, you're going to come in and work. What'd you get? Espresso. Oh. No wonder that gives you a headache. Yeah, but because I'm vegan, like, I don't have any milk. They should have it. That's straight. It's a machine though, isn't it? Yeah, but I think they can have it in the fridge. You know people have tea, they can have milk. Yeah, I was like, I should have tea. Cool down. Oh, and yeah, life is so fun at the moment. Not really, joke. I hate. Can this be a thumbnail, like on it? Should I have my phone? Ishani, do you want to be in my weekly vlog that I do for sixth form? This is Ishani, basically my two friends. Yeah, she's learning. A whole two of them. But what we do, we've got equal together. We used to sit next to each other, now we don't, sadly. Actually, no, that's basically. But we are quite good together, so I don't know why. So blue. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, how's it going for you? How's year 13 going for you? Stressful. It's a trap, don't grow up. Honestly. Hey guys, so I am back from school. It's like, what time is it? It is 4:15. I was literally like, I normally get back at 3:30, but you all know Shani, she was literally in like the clip beforehand. We walked together from school, so we were literally just sitting outside my house for like half an hour just catching up and talking, and just getting a message from my cousin. And yeah, literally just chilling, watching some Gossip Girl, watching a few episodes of Gossip Girl, sorry. And my cousin is FaceTiming me in a bit because we're going to do some of my EPQ stuff. You're literally just going to do my essay because tomorrow I'm going to ask my econ teacher and to help me. And yeah, I'm not really tired. I feel like I'm going to get my EPQ essay done now, read through it all over, and then do my other homework for biology. And yeah, that's it. And then I'm just gonna chill, to be honest, because I'm like, you know what, might as well relax because tomorrow I've got the whole day off, so which is good because I'm gonna go to school and do some homework. And yeah, I shall see you later. I might do a little time lapse over here of me doing my EPQ essay, and I shall see you soon. It's a bit dark, apologies. So it is 7 o'clock and I'm just having dinner. So I'm having like this pie dish that my mum made, and you really probably won't be able to see me. Let's hide this old photo of me. But basically I'm having that with some wedges and watching Gossip Girl, this beautiful mate. And I've been doing my EPQ essay with my cousin. We've been FaceTiming for the last 2 hours. But it's kind of good because we're going through everything from the beginning, and I've realised that I've made like a few errors in, like, you know, the grammar and spelling and stuff. And then we changed like 2 whole chapters that we scrapped it all out. Good morning guys, it is Tuesday and I have to go in every Tuesday morning for my SSL meeting, so the senior student leadership team thing. But I actually have no lessons today, which is actually really good because it gives me the time to catch up on all my homework and do more revision. So I'm gonna go to the meeting, but also because it's like open day tours, I really don't know if they'll need me to do it, because if they make me do it now then I won't have to do it in the evening, so I don't really mind. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some biology revision and that's it really. Not really much to do now. Like EPQ wise, as in I do have a lot of work. I hope you have a good day. This is my outfit. It is just a denim skirt from New Look. This is from Hollister. Just wearing my I still don't know how to vlog. Wearing my necklace and just got tights on, and yeah, just gonna wear my normal coat. Yeah, I look so bad. Hey guys, so it's like a few hours later since I vlogged in the morning. Did you do an open day tour, Cash? By the way, this is Cash and Amara. Forgot to introduce you guys. Did you do a tour in the morning?
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
Parents are so nosy.
Honestly!
They were like year 7, like the students were year 7s, and they kept asking me about like my 6th form experience. They're like, why do you not do a science subject? Psychology is a science.
Ask you what you want to do. Like, yeah. I don't know.
Someone asked me my GCSE results, and I was like, literally, I've seen them as I was walking past, and the other teachers missing, and they're like, oh, are you going to be a doctor? And I was like, that's a bit like a bit too much.
That is
honestly, legit, that was so funny. But I'm so glad we're done. I was meant to help out in the evening, but like, I'm not coming now because I wasn't meant to help out now. But what you guys are, we're just chilling. They're helping me out with my essay because it's due in tomorrow and I still haven't finished it. So yeah. What subject? Academic subject? Biology?
Psychology,
maths?
Maths, psychology, English literature.
Oh wow. And then here's me like, we can take maths or English. But yeah, I shall talk to you guys later. These are words for normal. Usual, standard, typical, common, ordinary, customary, conventional.
Conventional, yeah.
Conventional, yeah.
And then what?
Quotidian.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Quotidian.
Quotidian.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Okay, that's a good word. So micro-influencers are... I'm saying that every day. I like that one. It's got conventional. No, every day. The song. Micro-influencers are conventional people who have become known for their knowledge about some specialist niche. Specialist niche. Niche?
What's the first thing was what? Was it called again?
No. 6 degrees. I don't know, but I wasn't it.
It's like the first ever social media platform that was ever made.
But
in
like
1997.
what kind of thing was it like?
Oh, it was to create a profile and then friend other users like Facebook. What's the next year? Every day of our life?
I don't know.
Yes, we do them. What is that from?
Gonna run like we're young.
Where is that from? That's like...
High School Musical. This is
why is that so familiar?
Oh my gosh, you know biology last year,
yeah.
we were doing this experiment thing, and me and her did not know anything.
Singing High School Musical.
Honestly, we were literally dancing. We were like, I was doing the dance. Do you remember?
I don't know the dance.
Yeah,
you know what? I have a video from the bio trip of you doing your dance.
Oh my god, please do not show that.
It was the funniest thing. She started doing her dance. She did it on her cousin's
married, so they were like, oh shit, they knew I was gonna dance. I was like
funny.
practicing to them, but I messed it up completely.
It's like the cutest thing ever. Let me show you.
No, oh my god,
It's
this is
actually
embarrassing.
adorable. Let me find it. Yeah, before that or after that? I don't know what's up. I have no idea where it is though. Oh, here.
Oh my god.
It's actually the cutest thing. Oh my god. Okay. It's so cute. Actually, but he doesn't realise. Me and Abby were just sitting there like recording it. Oh my god. She like lunges over. Literally. It's like looking back at it now, like bio trip was so funny.
Honestly, bio trip was, we tried to get out of it so badly.
I know.
We were like, we got the excuse, but then I'm so glad we actually went.
I know.
What's that thing they did at the end?
This is... No, it's...
Come to me now. Let the light.
Yeah, no, isn't it?
Shine me. You're fine here.
You need to actually have a Disney marathon.
Honestly, do you like
There's no way to hold it in. No more hiding who I want to be.
This is me. Have you ever seen Starstruck?
Yes,
that's my favorite.
Really?
That's my favorite movie. My food. And he's thinking about Charlie.
Oh, yeah, the minute there.
Yeah! Oh my god.
I was looking like travel back in time and stuff like that.
I have to be my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen
The Parent Trap.
I love Parent
Can you
Trap.
imagine? It's so cool.
You're like,
It's like
that and then that.
And then it goes like,
Yeah, we were doing the Twitch and
yeah, and then it's like, oh
yeah. So good. Have you like Parent Trap? We're going to go home. So good.
I don't know. And then it goes like that.
No, I don't know it. No, I don't know what to do.
I can't remember.
Then it's like that.
Yeah.
And then they do the turn around hip thing.
It was so bad, but I don't know if I like Loughborough. I really want to
Yeah, like I went there this weekend. It's big, but like all the buildings are really small compared to like how Nottingham is. Like Nottingham is like spaced out, but the buildings are like really nice and big.
Do you like Nottingham?
I haven't gone to Loughborough, but like from before, like I've heard that it's a lot of males and females, and I'm like, I don't really know. Whereas Nottingham I don't like at all. Like I liked before, I was like Nottingham, I want to go there, and then I went there, I hate it.
Really?
I love Birmingham. So
What do you guys need for Birmingham?
I need 3 A's.
Yeah.
With my UN bio, 26 out of 80 marks. I should have put that in there because if my family watches, they're going to know. It's 1:50. So, this is gonna fall. So I came home about like an hour and a half ago. I had some lunch. I decided to leave my friends Cash and Amara because I needed to get home to do some biology revision. So right now I'm just doing respirations. I'm doing glycolysis, the link reaction, Krebs cycle, and now what I've done, I'm kind of starting a new thing, like where I'm just gonna try and get my flashcards and notes and everything done at the same time to save me time, because I'm lacking exam questions. Like that's what I need to focus on. So if I get time, like I need more time to do that. So what I did yesterday, I don't know if you saw in the time lapse, but I had a notebook and I wrote down all the topics for biology this year, and let me just find it, and I wrote like notes, spec notes, exam questions, snap revise, post-it notes and flashcards. So I'm trying to get a few of them done for the topics that I've obviously done so far, then I can just tick it off. So respiration, there's still quite a few things left, but I'm doing it as I go along so that it's just easier for this at the December time. But also yesterday, I can't remember if I explained it yesterday, I wrote all the spec notes for biology AS, from like cell structure all the way to biodiversity, and each week I'm going to try and do a few spec notes, like a few spec points, in the same method, just rewriting notes, going through my old notes, seeing if there's a way I can improve it. That way by November I should hopefully have done a lot more revision and been a lot more productive, because I kind of did that for psychology last year, like before a mock, and that really did help, and I think that's why I got the A star in psychology. So I'm going to try this method and hopefully it works. But yeah, regarding my EPQ, honestly I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm so lost. Like I need to do my presentation, but I really don't know how I'm going to do it. I think I'm just doing biology now, and then later I'm just going to sort it out and see how it goes. My essay's done, I think, but I just don't know. I feel like there's something missing. I think I need to go through it, read it, keep reading it. My dad read it last night and he was going to finish reading it off today. And hopefully he'll give me some feedback on if there's anything to change. Like he told me, thank God he told me, to put page numbers in as simple, like these little simple things that I'm going to forget will make a difference, because you get marked on how easy it is to read, if that makes sense. If my teacher finishes it, wants to go to different chapters, she'll know the pages, so it's kind of good that my dad said that. But yeah, already 3 minutes. I actually think this is going to be such a long vlog. I really, like, I'm actually so sorry. I need to stop talking and get on with my work. Hey guys, so I really don't know what I'm doing on Netflix. I don't know what okay, sorry about that. It is 6:40 and I've kind of finished my EPQ. I think the essay's done. Like, I've gone through it. Whatever happens, happens now. Honestly, like, I've dragged it out too much. Presentation stuff is all sorted out. My cue cards are done, so I'm literally just gonna chill now. I'm having some nachos, and yeah, just chilling, watching a bit of Gossip Girl, and then I'm gonna have dinner or go for a shower, have a cup of tea and do some biology, and then yeah, wake up tomorrow and then do my presentation. But I have psychology first and then biology and then the presentation, so it's gonna be a long day. But yeah, I'm so stressed out with my EPQ, because you know that the work that you do, sometimes you're just like, you don't know how it is, and I'm like, that's how I feel with my EPQ, and I'm really worried. But whatever happens, happens now, to be honest. So just, as long as I can try get a B, that is my aim. That means unis will lower the requirement. Obviously some won't, some will, but I'm just going to aim to get a B if I can, and fingers crossed. 11 o'clock and I am trying to get my EPQ stuff to print, but for some reason the printer decides to cancel it and not print anything out. I need to print out all my work from the whole year, like evidence and everything. So yeah, fun times. My dad actually got me some Krispy Kreme donuts to say like, oh, well done for completing my EBQ. So I'm gonna go downstairs and actually have that. This is so annoying. I'm actually so tired, but now it's like done properly, if you know what I mean. Like, so I went through it with my dad. We both like read through it, and you know what, there's probably still mistakes, but at this point I do not care. We had to do like the contents page, and basically we were trying to send it from the Mac to HP laptop, and it just wasn't working. And yeah, I'm gonna see. Apologies. Gonna see if it printed. Oh, why is it not printing? No. I pressed a print. Okay. I actually don't get why it's not printing. Like, please print. Like, seriously, what is happening? Like, print. And the problem I've got now is the fact that you don't press print like 5 times, and the document is 21 pages. And if I can do my maths correctly, 21 times 5 is, so 20 times 5 is 100, and then you add 5, so 106. No, that can't be right. What was I trying to work out? 21 times 5. Yeah, that I don't really know, honestly. It's way past my bedtime. Print. All pages, 21. Print. The print has been paused. Do you want to resume printing? Resume. Please print. Oh, I think something's printing out. Yes. Guys, I am an actual mess. So my printer started working, and oh my god, look how much was printed. Like, honestly, I've got like minimum 8 copies in here, and that's literally like 21 pages each. So I've got so many pages. And then when I printed it at the end, I realised that on my contents page I spelled bibliography wrong, and so I printed it out again, just that page. By the time I got to that page, it ran out of ink. Like, my life, what is happening right now? And Microsoft don't have, I mean not Microsoft, yeah, no, Word don't have the font I used, which means I don't know how I'm going to print this page off. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I thought I'd be chilling there with my donut that I got, but now I have no idea. Oh, I can't wait for this to be over. Hey guys, good morning. It is Wednesday, yeah, and it's like 8:10. I literally have been packing my bag, getting ready. I'm doing the same hairstyle every day now, as you can probably tell. I don't even know if I wore this on Monday, but oh well. This top is from sorry, still got a cold, Zara, and my skirt yesterday, same one, the denim one, and just tights, just because I thought like simple. And yeah, basically I now need to sort this all out and figure out what I'm going to take and what I don't need. So this will be a bit of a mission, but we shall do this. And I'm going to do some hacks because why not? Hey guys, so it's much later in the day. I have not been feeling too good. I've had a few panic attacks. We'll explain that much later, but I'm feeling slightly better. Me and Ashani went for a long walk round, like, for ages. There's Amy. Oh. Hello,
yeah, Kieran's got it.
That's Amy and Amy. Do you remember that time we once went shopping together in like year 7?
Yeah. Oh, I seen the pictures.
And we did, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, throwback.
So funny.
So I'm gonna like fly go around everyone and be like,
you should go around and ask everyone like what that's about. Those people, I don't know. Go and ask me what mine's about.
Yeah. But I don't want to. So, this is my question. To what extent do social media influences have an impact on female consumer buying habits? The first thing you might want to know is why I chose this topic. One thing I have to say is passion. I have been on social media for the last few years. I can be considered as a micro-blogger, and this is because I actually post YouTube videos and Instagram pictures to promote self-confidence and to raise awareness of my condition. I know that I have an impact on people dealing with conditions. That's why I wanted to find out if social media influencers actually have an impact on female consumer buying habits. And I wanted to see specifically in the fashion industry because I know that everyone loves fashion, online shopping, ASOS, Boohoo. So I wanted to see if social media influencers really do have an impact. So the first thing is, my title was originally including celebrity endorsement. And after a bit of research, I realised that celebrity endorsement wasn't my target audience, and my target audience is 17 to 24. Having researched enough about that, I found that celebrity endorsement that YouTubers are more reliable than celebrities. And one thing I learned from EPQ is narrowing down your research, and that was useful to me because before I found the EPQ research so difficult. But now, having narrowed it down just to social media influence, it cut down a lot of my research to make it more specific so that I can actually have more detail. The next thing I wanted to talk about was my case study, and for the last few years I've actually been following a YouTuber and a blogger called Sheldon. As you can see from here, he has over 96,000 followers on Instagram, which might not seem like a lot, but to her and to myself it is, because that impacts my consumer buying habits. I personally don't follow someone with a big influencer because I know that they might not be trustworthy, they might not be reliable, and they could be fake. From my relationship with her, I was able to email her a few questions. And another thing I want to show you is a video that I actually created. So with Instagram, you can have a swipe up button, and that's what actually makes consumer buying habits so much easier.
Anyway, so because incomes were decreasing at the time of crisis,
as you can tell over here, you are able to easily swipe up something that she has shown, that she has worn, and you can click on a blog of an outfit that she has worn.
something to my point about myself,
and you also get 30% off. And what I noticed from that is that from an interview with a 21-year-old girl, she said she loves the social media influencers because they promote discounts, promotions, who doesn't love a discount. Social media influencers represent symptoms. They don't just ignore it, and that's something with actually email. But to answer the other side of the question, to what extent, I want to talk to you about the other factors that could affect consumer buying. It's for example, economic factors, interest rate, inflation, disposable income. These can all affect consumer buying habits. It's quite like if there's inflation, high rising prices, we're not going to be confident with buying because that can have a bigger impact on consumer buying habits. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have any questions.
brilliant, really good. Okay.
So we have now finished. Kieran, you should remember him from Young Enterprise. David, basically Young Enterprise gang. And we've all finished our presentations. How was it? No?
It was good. It was good.
I was gonna say, like,
it was good. It went well.
Good. All nearly done. We've got to give our note essay tomorrow. But mine was so scary. Listen, Livesy was listening.
He didn't come to mine.
Like David was there, like near, and I was like, literally like, I'm not gonna swear, but like, I was literally like scared. But it's all over now.
I made a knife. I started with this. Now it's this.
I can't believe we're driving.
I'm old now.
Honestly. Not long till he's 18 and then we can get smashed. Woohoo! Finally someone, because me and Amy still haven't gone out clubbing yet.
Have you not?
So when we go, it'll be like at least a few of us will be able to go now. which will be exciting. Yeah, he's driving me home very kindly. What timetable do you have tomorrow?
I hold day off. Hold day off.
You're so lucky.
I
lucky.
sleep.
Oh my god, you're so lucky. You can basically chill now.
Yeah, it's brilliant. But I need to do my EPQ.
Oh yeah. Because some of us managed to get extensions.
Yeah, I did.
Don't you remember where I live?
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm not sure exactly the house number. But
Oh yeah. Oh, that's fun. Because a lot of people don't actually know. I'm trying to explain it to them, but of course I don't do that very well. Yeah. I'm so hungry, I can't wait to go home and have dinner. And halloumi. I'm cooking halloumi.
Oh, I love halloumi. Halloumi's good.
See, this is why I love Kieran. Like, he just loves halloumi.
I just love food. Any food.
Yeah. Hey guys, so I'm just like resting on a candle because I thought it'd be easier for me to talk. But I am back home now, and yeah, I've had one heck of a day. Like, honestly, it was so emotional. One sec. Let me explain why. So, my mum dropped me off in the morning with my massive board, and when I got out of the car, a lot of my stuff had fallen, like all the pins and stuff, and some of it was still in the car, so I didn't have enough of the pins, and then it was like flying around, and I was like so stressed because I was running late to school. I was like, where am I gonna put this? And then third of all, I was like, I won't have time to like fix all of it. Sorry, I'm like really thirsty. But yeah, and then luckily my friend was there and he was walking, and then he was just helping me because it was like, no, it was not a massive board, actually, it kind of was, but it's the fact that there was stuff on it, and it's like, obviously I didn't pin it down, I must have not pinned it down properly, so we were both carrying it, and my old form room was like closer to my new one, and I asked my ex-form tutor, who's like got his own office now, to put it in there. Luckily he was there. He was like, we'll pin it down later, so we left it down. I left some of the stuff like that had fallen off, and then I was like panicking because I was late to form, and like, it's not that I never get late, it's the fact that, you know, I just didn't want to be late because there was no, like, I was just like, I'm at school, but it was like 8:45 and you have to be at form then, and I was like rushing because I had to do other homework as well during form. And then he was like, oh, you need, like, are you not going to form, like blah blah blah. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going like to my form in science, and because he used to be my form tutor, he knows where my new one is now, and he was like, oh, I need to go that way anyway, so he was like, well, just to like talk and catch up, even if my econ teacher, it's not like, we don't obviously talk every day. And we just spoke about like how we've been really stressed and stuff, because I've just been, like, obviously you probably can tell from the vlog, but there's so much going on right now, like, it's so difficult, and that's what I kind of I wanted to film like this about, because like year 13 is so stressful, and I was just talking to him, and I was like, doing this EPQ stuff alongside trying to revise for AS exams that my teacher put in the next few weeks. I got psychology on Friday of the whole of AS, had a biology reset last week. But doing an EPQ, writing your personal statement, everything just happens at once. And the year 13 work, obviously, it's obviously a bit harder because you're trying to apply kind of the stuff that you do. And I was just talking to him about it, and he was like, just focus on your EPQ today, and then after that, most of it will be like, you'll be stress free. And he was right in a way, like now I'm like so happy. But, and then obviously he was asking me about my medical stuff, how everything's going, and about like, right now it's not being so good, which will probably be like another video. But yeah, just like, it's quite hard to manage. And the last few weeks, I was actually really ill last week, and that's what was hard, because I felt like I couldn't do any work, and that was the worst thing. Like, you feel like you're not capable, and that was really hard. And that's why I was like really nervous for today, because I felt like I didn't do enough. And luckily my cousin Radhika, I don't know if you're watching, but shout out to her as well for helping me so much with my essay, with my board, like everything. And yeah, and then what happened after, so he dropped me off to my form because he was going to tell the form tutor that I was with him, and then in form I was just going through my work, like I needed to get done. And then psychology was okay. It's a bit stressful because she was talking about how the papers were going to be like, oh, I'm going to see how, what you know, what you don't know. But I was like, I can't stress out about that. Like, if I've got an A self-predicted and I get a U, it's not like she's going to move it down anyway. So she said that she's not going to move it down, so I'm not too worried, even though I still want to do as well as I could. But then what happens is at lunchtime I realised that for my essay, I will show you it after, I spelt one of the words wrong, so I spelt bibliography wrong. And if you know from, yeah, you'll see from like a few clips ago that yesterday night I ended up printing so many copies without realising. So then obviously I ran out of ink, so I asked my friend Ashani to print it out, but then I also realised that my title had, I didn't change it because I changed the wording and I forgot to change it on the title, because it was changed on my board and like everything else. So I was like, I need to do it. So I tried doing that at lunchtime, but then Mads broke the printer at school in the IT room. I created a paper jam so that everyone else could not print, and I was like, oh my god, my day could not be getting worse. I had to print off my biology homework as well, because the hard thing with this is the fact that with my laptop they don't let you print anything at school, so it's kind of like you have to convert it to your online school website, blah blah blah. And yeah, so I was trying to see how many pages left of someone else's to see when mine was, because I needed to go to my form, like my old form, like the office, my teacher's room, to get my board, and I still had to like make amendments to it. So then I was like rushing, and then what happened was that when I lifted it out, the paper got stuck in the printer. I was like, what do I do? Because now I've not broken it, but I've like, obviously someone needs to fix it. So luckily, while I went out to quickly do my board, someone had fixed it, thank god, because I felt so bad, because I was like, imagine everyone else is probably stressing out too. And I couldn't print off my title, so obviously my essay technically wasn't complete. And I went to go get my board, and then I didn't have any of the board pens, but luckily my teacher got it, had some, so I used that, thankfully. And then I set up, but then like that's when I just had the panic attack. Like it was so awful. Like my heart was beating fast. I was with Amy at first. She tried helping me settle down. She literally, bless her, was giving me like bubble wrap to like do something with my hands, because I felt like I had to do something, if that makes sense. And I felt like I was not prepared. And like literally imagining it now, I can't believe I was in that state. Like it was actually terrible. It was awful. And I literally was at the point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I was gonna give up. I was like, look, I'm gonna say that I can't do it. And she was like, no, you've worked hard for this, like you've done so much. And then I was helping her set up, and then I was just like going walking around thinking everyone else is. And Ashani, you obviously know her, she was setting up hers, so I obviously spoke to her. She came up to me because she could probably tell, because she's obviously like my best friend, she could probably tell how I was feeling. And she could tell, and I just literally was about to start crying to her. Like she hugged me and I was just on her shoulder, like literally just letting it all out. And then we decided to get some fresh air because I was like in a bad place, so we kept walking around. I was talking to her, and then when we got back, she was like, just practice doing it in front of me, because I just felt like, you know when you prepare for something and you just feel like you're not prepared, that's how I felt. So, and especially with my anxiety and everything, I just couldn't do it. And like I had that thing where socially I was really scared, and it's so hard to describe. Probably no one's gonna watch this, but like I don't know how to talk about it, but it's like, even though there wasn't many people in that hall at that time, I felt like I kept imagining the worst things of it being packed and everyone being like coming up to me, blah blah blah, and everyone like, you know, just bombarding you, and just it being so packed. And I was so scared that was gonna happen, so I was like, I can't go back. And then we got back, she was like, look, it's only us for now, forget everyone else is there. So I practiced it to her, and she was like telling me how to improve it, which was really useful, because you want that like in the frame, you need them. So then that was quite useful. I just set it up, and then I just walked around, and then it started filling up with a lot more people. And by the way, I was also stressed because I was meant to go to biology, but I didn't, and I forgot to tell my teacher that I wasn't going to go, and that I was feeling a bit like anxious, but I think she was okay with that. Well, I hope so, but tomorrow I'm going to get the homework anyway. But yeah, everyone came around, and then that's when it was a bit scary. But then luckily, like my friends like Laura, Shreya, Lorenza, and like Anissa, they were all there anyway, so I was just doing my presentation to them, so it made me more confident. And like it was just nice doing that, so I felt more in the zone. And then Miss McNabb, my supervisor, came, and she was so lovely. She came to like not warm me up, but to just make sure I was okay, because I think she probably knows I get a bit anxious, and she just talked to me about more of it, so that I would just be more like aware of when she does come, so I'm just like not scared. And that really did help. Like I loved that. And then it was time for my actual real thing, and yeah, I don't know, I videoed it, but I'm gonna have to go through that because my friend videoed it, but I don't know how well I was speaking, so I'm not sure if I'm comfortable of putting that up there. And she obviously videoed it. She said, my EPQ supervisor said that my board was amazing, said it was really good, like so creative, just like everything that she wanted. And then with my essay, she was like, honestly, just give it in tomorrow, like it's no big issue. She was like, she's not gonna mark it now anyway. And she was like, my presentation was engaging, she loved how I didn't use flashcards, and she said I loved the fact that you used a video, which was quite good and interesting, because I never actually was going to do that until like recently, so that was actually quite good. She said I looked and seemed confident, and yeah, it's actually really positive. Like from that, it made me more confident and I could believe in myself. But yeah, that was quite hard. But then after that, it was more chilling because I was like, I've done it, so I can relax. And then I just walked around seeing everyone else's presentation. Like I saw Amy's, I saw Shani's, they were all really good. Then what happened? Oh yeah, so then everyone else, like all my other friends came and saw me, and yeah, it was just nice talking to them about it because they could see everything I put in. And then they obviously knew I've been vlogging like this whole week, so they were like, oh, have you vlogged it, blah blah blah. So it's more chilled, if that makes sense. So I was like, yeah, I vlogged it all. That was just more chilled. I love that. And then what happened was, what did happen? Oh yeah, my head teacher actually was looking at mine, and I was like with someone else. I walked over and he was like probably like reading everything, and I was just like a bit scared. And I walked over and I was like, oh hi sir, and he was like, oh, is this yours? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I would love to know more about it, it seems so interesting, so current, and your board is fantastic, like so engaging. And then he was like, I was talking to him about it, and we had a proper full-on discussion because like obviously he's much older than I am, so he was talking about it from his point of view, and then we were like, we were having a good debate about it. And then he was asking me to explain the other factors, like the economical factors, psychological, the business factors. He was asking me about the bloggers and stuff, and then he asked me like, oh, why I chose it. So that's when I kind of like promoted my channel, and I was like, the reason I chose it is because I consider myself as a mini influencer, because I obviously created this channel to help other people with like confidence and like raising awareness of my condition. And he was like, that's amazing, that's so fantastic. He was like, it's so good that you're using the internet for a positive way, because obviously on the internet there are people that get trolled, bullied, and I was like, that's the reason why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to show that yeah, social media influencers have an impact, but they can be have an impact in a positive way. And I was just explaining how like the blogger who I researched, Sheldon, who by the way, thank you for emailing me back, because I think that saved me a lot, because a lot of people were intrigued by that, which was actually quite good. I was like, how she films a lot of gym tips, like gym tricks, like tips, advice on everything, so it's quite useful. And he really liked that, because he was like, obviously from his perspective, he was like, as an old man, you kind of just portray the internet to be nasty, like not very good, but he was like, it's amazing how you put it in such a positive manner. And then he looked at my name thing and he's like, oh yeah, Prisha, I recognise you because you've been helping out a lot in the last 5-6 years. And then he was also asking me these like hard questions, and I was trying my best, but I was like, I don't know. He was like, I can't even remember what he was asking me. I was like, what? Like that was a bit like tricky, but it was okay. And then he was like, oh my god, you definitely need to talk to people about your YouTube channel to like promo it and how you help out Great Ormond Street. Like he was like, it will be so useful to year 7s as well, because obviously they're going into school being nervous, but also the fact that you were nervous, but the fact that you've done amazing for yourself with a condition, like with your birthmark, and that would really help year 7. So he was like, you should go talk to them in assembly. He was like, I really want you to. And I was like, yeah, about that, no, like I'm not ready for that just yet. And he was like, well, I would love for you to do that. And he was like, honestly, he was like, I'm gonna make sure I read your essay because I'm really intrigued by it. And he was like, well done, you make the school proud. And yeah, I was like, that's quite nice. It was so reassuring because I was a wreck earlier, like sorry. It was really nice to talk, like it really did help me, because the feeling of how I felt earlier was just the worst thing ever. Like when I was aiming to feel like how fast my heart was beating, it was fast, I could just feel it. And yeah, and then our deputy head teacher, I think she's deputy head, she came over because me and her are quite close. Like I've never been taught by her, but then when I first came to the school, she would always make sure how I was feeling and if I was okay. And like, you know, in the corridor you're like passing teachers, and she knew my brother as well, and she came over and she was really intrigued by it because Miss Olivia and her were talking in the corner and she wanted to see what mine was about. And then she was like, she asked the same question, but like why I started it. So I told her about my YouTube channel, and she's that type of teacher who helps a lot of younger people. So she was like, Prisha, she was like, I don't care, I need you to come to the assemblies next week, I need you to go to forums, talk about your YouTube channel, the videos you film like for Great Ormond Street, how you help them, like all the videos about your operations, blah blah blah. And she was like, honestly, she just thought my condition was a birthmark. And I was like, literally, that is the reason why I wanted to raise awareness, why I wanted to show that social media influencers can impact people in so many ways. And that's why I was like, I want to do that. I want to make a positive change, and I want to raise awareness of my condition, because my condition isn't just a birthmark, it is to do with the brain, to do with the eyes. And I was like, that's what I want to show people, because the bullies out there just think it's a condition, and not a condition, they just think it's a mark, and that's why they make fun of it. But if you were to talk to them about it, if you were to show them that it's not just about that, I feel like bullying wouldn't be as severe, if I'm completely honest. And that's what I was talking to Miss about, and she was like, you need to do it. I was like, Miss, I would love to do that. Like, I've literally told my friends I would love to promote my channel, but I'm just not ready yet. Like, I'm still not that confident. And she was like, next week I really want to have like meetings with you so we can talk about it and see if there's any other ways we can help you, like to increase your like subs, or like to promo it. And she was like, it's useful that you've got your supervisor who she is, because she's actually like digital marketing and stuff, so it's just quite useful. And she was like, I'm so proud of who you've become, because she was like, I remember you in year 7, like how you were like, quite shy. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, that is the reason why I wanted to do an EPQ. And I was literally saying to my friends earlier in the form time and like at the end that I'm so proud of myself. Like, never would I thought I would have done that presentation alone, talk about something that I researched, I did everything like that, and just do it. Like, I never thought I would do it, and that's completely honest with you. Like, an EPQ a year ago, I was like, yeah, I ain't doing any of that. Like, I was like, I really want to, but I just don't think I'm able to. And the fact that I basically completed it, I'm so proud. Like, I'm so glad. Like, I'm drained out, but it was worth it, and I'm super proud of myself for doing it. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to talk to you about. So I feel like I didn't really probably speak to you this week because obviously it's been busy. But what time is it now? I don't know. It is 5:18, so I'm going to fill in my evaluation of my EPQ, but I'm going to do that properly to fully show that I've learned a lot from it. Like, I'm going to do a separate video on EPQ and stuff, like why you should do it, or like why you shouldn't do it, or like blah blah blah. But from what I've learned, I definitely recommend it. My confidence right now, I think, has actually improved. Like, I know that if I put the work into it, it works. And that's motivating me for biology, because I flopped biology and I still do, but I know that if I put the work into it, I can do it. And yeah, it's just really good because it's helped me with my confidence, as like I said. But like, I can't believe I freaking did a research project, all of that, all myself, like read journals, blah blah blah. Like, a lot of the things that I did, I never thought I would have done, and it's so important. Like, yeah, not all unis accept it, but so what? Jobs will look at it. Like, in the interviews you can talk about it. Like, my teacher was saying, because I want to go to digital marketing, the fact that I knew I wanted to do it from an early age, and that I started a research project at the age of like 18, is actually really good. So yeah, I'm quite excited and I'm proud of myself. But yeah, I don't really know how I'm going to film anything like now, because from Monday to Thursday I filmed a lot of footage, so yeah, don't really know. But thank you so much for watching and like supporting me, and yeah, subscribing. I never really say that, and like liking my videos or whatever, because I'm like, I just upload, if that makes sense. But yeah, I shall see you next time, I guess, because I don't think there's any point in me filming now, because tomorrow I have econ and then half day. Just gonna be chilling in the afternoon. Like, right now I'm gonna be doing my EPQ, quickly finishing the last bits, done, which is so exciting. And then I'm gonna watch Gossip Girl, that's it. And then tomorrow econ, then Friday I've got like silent study, which I'm going to revise for psychology just a little bit, and then that's it. And then I can go back to everything else, even though there's like personal statement and stuff, but most of it's done. And you know what I said to my friends earlier, that I don't care if I get a bad grade in my EPQ. Like, I will probably look back at this video and be like, I was reaching for a good grade, but honestly, I don't care now. Like, I've learned so much to myself that the skills I've learned are better than the actual grade, like the transferable skills. I've learned how to reference, so when I go to uni it'll be easier. I've learned how to do so many different things. I've been able to talk to the teachers who I've wanted to on my YouTube channel. Like, that's crazy. Like, legit, a year ago hardly anyone knew about my channel apart from like 3 or 4 people, but now a lot of people know it. So yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna stop rambling because it's 20 minutes long, so I apologise. I hope you've got a cup of tea or something to drink this video with. But yeah, I shall see you soon. Bye.